Hello everyone, welcome back. And today, this is the day where I'm gonna be testing myself for doing my program for 4 weeks now. So this is the end of the 4th week, and then what I want to do is just to check where my level is. So if you don't know yet, the story behind this is I assessed my strength level 4 weeks back to see where I can start my training program, and then I can adjust along the way, and then at least to establish a better goal for myself. And now it has been 4 weeks, or let's just say 12 session of my program, and then I decided to test so that I would know how much I have progressed and whether my program is effective or not. So that's where we are right now. And then if you're new here, you can always check my assessment link. I'll post it in the description below. And then thanks for dropping by. So what happened is I have been training just very easy. So the unique part of what I'm trying to do this time around is that I'm trying to do a very short training session, which is like, I think I started with around 6-7 minutes of exercises for my upper body, of course, for my upper body only. And then I think the longest one I have done was like maybe 10 minutes. And that is because I am not doing any rest interval, or I don't do any rest in between the set of exercises. I'll just go back to back. And then in order for me to do that, I have to do easy versions of the exercise. Otherwise, if I do harder version of the exercises, then it will be very hard for me to do back-to-back of the same exercises. Like so what I did with my program, if you're new to this channel, so I'm doing pull-ups and pike push-ups for 3 rounds. So I do pull-ups, then pike push-ups, pull-ups, pike push-ups, and so on for just 3 rounds. And then without any set in between those exercises. And then the only way I can do that, at least for my opinion right now, is just to do an easier version of the exercises. Then I can do it back to back, and then because I can do it back to back, then I shrink the training time a lot more instead of like resting. Like imagine if I rest 1 minute in between sets, so those 6 sets I will be consuming 5 minutes just to rest in between those exercises. That will take me a lot of time, or that will take a lot of time out from whatever I want to do within the day. So that's one thing. And then I'm doing 5 exercises. So the next pair of exercises was assisted chin-ups and dips. And then that's another 6 sets of exercises. So that's another 5 minutes of rest time if I will be resting 1 minute in between those exercises. So that helps a lot. But then the question is whether it will help me with my progress from my initial level to at this moment right now. That one I'm not sure, but I feel like really good within my training, though I'm doing easy exercises, but I'm not resting in between the sets, so I still get tired. But then as the sessions go by, I feel like I'm getting less tired, so that means I'm adapting to the training. I would like to think that I'm a little bit more conditioned right now in terms of doing those specific exercises that I have been doing regularly for 4 weeks or like 12 sessions. So that's a good sensation for me, and then that's I would say that's good enough to feel or to say that I have progressed. But we have to check and assess clearly, and so that I will really know, and then you guys will know on how much I have progressed from that moment. So now, in order for me to have a very good comparison, at least as close as possible, I just want to make sure that I rest the same manner as I have done in the past. Otherwise, if I'll be resting longer now, then I might have a little bit more reps to do the exercise, the specific exercise I have done. So that's the only thing I want to make sure that it's the same. Of course, I suppose the number will be a bit different. I hope that I have progressed really a lot, then it's going to be a very good news for all of us. That means if I progress with my level, I'm sure if you just copy this training, you can also progress safely with wherever your level is. So let's get started with the first movement. Of course, as usual, I have not changed anything before the exercise or before the assessment. I'm not doing any warm-up. So that's also, again, to save time. But having said that, I'm pretty active coming here to my space. So I'm cycling a little bit, but nothing really like warming up or anything. And then I'll just do the assessment right away. That is also to make sure that I have to be a bit more consistent with the previous round of the testing. Okay, so the last assessment I did 12 pull-ups. I'm hoping I can do a little bit more this time. Let me just get my setup here ready. Just want to make sure my camera is also good. All right. Okay, here we go. That was 12. I just have to make sure I can do more. That's 8. Still hard though.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel like I'm the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who
15.
I am. I'm making
I think I have 2 more. 16. Let's push it. 17. Okay, that's really good. I hope I counted correctly, but that's 17 reps. That's not so bad. Oh. Let me recover. So that's 17 reps from 12 repetitions. That's really good. That's 5 reps. That's almost like, what is that? Almost 50%. So 6 is 50% of 12. That's 50%, almost 50% improvement from my previous number. That's really good. Good thing I changed my goal. So my initial goal, if you watch my first video, was that I just want to do 15 pull-ups, and that's all. And then, but after my assessment, I was surprised that I can still do 12. So then, along the way, I changed my goal to 20 reps, and I'm pretty close now. So if that's the case, that's just 3 more reps. Though I think, if we'll try to compare, I'll try to post a video of my first assessment somewhere here. I think this time around I was trying to grind a little bit more on the final few reps. So maybe that video, if I push a little bit, maybe I have done 13, but that's about it. This time around, why I'm pushing a little bit more? Because I know that I have trained enough, so I have the confidence to take a little bit more risk, whereas on the initial assessment, I was not willing to take too much, or I was not wanting to push myself too much, because I'm just scared that I might strain myself on my very first attempt of training again. So that's one thing. Okay, so I'm timing myself here. I feel like I'm not recovered yet, but the first assessment, which was not planned properly anyway, but then after I reviewed the video, I rested 3 minutes between my pull-ups and then my handstand push-ups. So that is the next that is the next assessment or the next movement there. And I only did 1 rep of that handstand push-up. It was ugly, embarrassingly bad form, but what to do? So now I will try again in another 10 seconds. I will try again and then hopefully I'll get better, but handstand push-up is always my weakest point. So I'm not even counting it with any of my short-term goals right now because it's just very hard for me. But I'll just assess again. Let's see. Cross fingers. Hopefully I can do a little bit more. Oh, that's one.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the
That's
top.
pretty good.
My mind's on my body.
I'll just count that one as 3 reps, though I fell when I was almost straightening my arms. But come on, let's count it as 3 reps. That's really good. And the bad thing was, or the bad news is that from the previous session, I only rested 1 minute in between my handstand push-up and my dips. So that's a bad thing, but I'll just do anyway. So I think this is a good height. So that's 3 times the number for my handstand push-up. So that's really good. I'm very happy with that. I thought I could only do just still 1, but then 3 times, that's really good. Now for the next movement will be dips. But I'm tired now. The last time I did 14 reps. Now, let's see. I feel like I need to go a little bit higher. So I don't, I want to keep my legs straight as possible. Six. Ooh, shaky.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't
feel like this one's not progressing.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated.
Come on.
That's how I
Let's
end
just
up on
beat the
top,
previous one. I think that's 14.
my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing. I just do what I was destined, cause I feel like I'm the blessing. Persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing.
17. That's not so good. I thought I can do more, but I think because I have done more than 50% of my pull-ups and then 300% of my handstand push-ups, so then my dips has to be suffering a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. My main goal for this 3 months, so I'm going to be doing almost the same exercises for 3 months, so I have 2 more months to go, which is, I'm very happy because it seems to be very effective. It's really helping me to progress. So that means my level has progressed quite a lot. So having lesser rest in between this assessment program or assessment exercises will be a good thing because it's also testing my endurance with these exercises. So the last one will be floor push-ups. I'm tired now because I'm really pushing hard, which I have not been pushing like this intensity, this intense on the last 4 weeks. So it feels like a very different sensation for me. But let's see how we go. So that's now for the push-ups. Almost the same feeling as the first day, that I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan. Rearranging my life.
Feels good though.
I won't look back ever again. And you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never
30.
second guessing. I just do what I was destined, cause I feel I got the blessing. Persistence and obsession, that's how you keep progressing. I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan. Rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop.
Ah la la. Ooh. I think that was 38 reps of push-ups. That's from 20 push-ups to 38. That's really a good progress. So I think that's it. So that's really good news right now. If you have been watching this video, try to watch my previous videos, and then you can really learn how I approach this exercise. There's nothing added in between days here. I'm just literally doing these exercises to progress or to do my training session. I think it's really working. As you can see, there's no denying about it. Maybe I rest a little bit longer. I feel like I have rested slightly longer, just a few more 10 seconds longer than the previous assessment, because I'm feeling a little bit more tired because of the intensity. But if I manage to add 5 reps of my pull-ups from 12 to 17, my handstand push-up from 1 to 3, dips was the least in terms of percentage from 14 to 17, and then my push-up was, I forgot already, I think from 20 to 37. So that's like almost double the number. So that means the 6 to 10 minutes training session that I have done is really good. And then I would really suggest, if you are like right now questioning, or you have not decided your own training program, or you feel like your training program right now is not progressing very well, I would really suggest that you can try this out. There's no harm trying. It's like less than 10 minutes, and then within 4 weeks you can really progress. But of course, try to do the same as what I'm doing. And then if you have any questions, you have doubts, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be very happy to read the comments and then answer them one by one. I don't have many subscribers right now, so I'll be very happy with 1-2 comments there, and then we can have a chat. And then yeah, I think that's really good. I will still keep going with this type of program, but what I will do is because what I did earlier, if you haven't watched yet, is I was just doing assisted pull-ups and pike push-ups. I started with 8 on the first week, and then 8 repetitions per set, and then the second week I just added 9, and then the 10th week I just did 10. So that was my goal for those for the weeks. Sometimes I can do only 9 or 8 even if I need to do 10, but it doesn't matter. But my goal was there. And then for the next block of 4 weeks, I'm just doing 4 weeks here now, just to make sure that I don't overly push myself. For the next block of 4 weeks, my initial plan right now, as of this very moment, is to increase a little bit of the intensity and then reduce the reps again to maybe 8 reps, so that I can still continue the exercise program with almost no rest in between the set, or really no rest at all. So that will keep my time short, and then if it is effective, then there's no need to change much, just to progress a little bit. I would like to do from 10 to 11 to 12, but if I do more repetitions, that will add up to my training time also. So I don't want to be training longer. I would like to, more or less, this is a proving point for me, like, come on, let's just do 10 to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is my maximum allotted time, and then that's my program. And if I can do that, if I can slot my training program within 15 minutes and progressing really well, then this will really help us all in, approaching our training program. So I think enough of me talking now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and that will really support the channel. And then, you can always press the like button. It doesn't take much effort. Thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you in my next training program soon. Bye.